Okay, let's stop talking about LeapLearn and let's actually show something. Now, to make sure this is extra clear, I want to show that I am actually using Hannah's account right now. I can emulate anybody. I don't actually have to use your login or password or anything, but I can basically see what anybody else is seeing to make sure that everything is working. But by using this, I will demonstrate that this isn't just powers that I have because I'm a super user or I own Reflex and I have like a high level login for LeapLearn. So if I come in here and I just go to authoring, we have a course there, but let's just create another course that we can mess with. So I'm just going to go in to my courses, and this is technically where you go to actually take a course, but I'm just going to pick the level 1 course. Now, as this course is, it belongs to LeapLearn. It is actually made by Fun and Fit. I cannot actually edit this exact course, but I can copy it, and that'll put me over here in the authoring section. And now I can see it's all exactly the same. Now, even then, all these individual activities, I cannot edit those. But what I can do is I can come over here and I can click the little clone object button. Now see how this one's dimmer and this one's brighter. Now I can come over here and I can actually edit this one. And I could change things if I needed to. But the main thing to show there is if I didn't want to say, if I can't change what's going on with the one that's there and I don't want to use it, I can delete it and I can leave this one in and then I have access to do whatever I want with it. Now let's say that there's drills that you don't want in here and you want to add your own. Let's say we don't want this support forward roll with one jump. So what I could do is I could delete it. There we go. And then I could add something else in its place. And let's say here I'll just type front support. And I can choose front support forward roll P01. Now again, the one that I put in here, it still belongs to LeapLearn, so I need to clone it. And then I can delete the one that's locked. Now I have access, I can actually change this, I can do whatever I want with it. By the way, whenever you guys create stuff, please make sure that you add myself and other people as owners, because otherwise it can be hard for us to help when people are having trouble. That's just a good start. At least if you get a few more people in there, somebody can access it and change it. Okay. So I'm going to save as a draft. Cancel out of that. So now we've changed a skill in here. And again, that one's a little brighter, the other ones are dimmer. And you can even see by just seeing the locked on everything. Now let's say that you don't like any of what LeapLearn has and you want to add your own course. I'm sure it might be tempting to sit, or I'm sorry, not your own course, your own activity. It might be tempting to sit here and go, okay, well, I will just put in my activity is better. Okay, well now let's go in here and edit this. It's ours, so we can edit it. We could add a video. We could put in a tag. This would be for everybody. Save. Seems that we actually can add questions. I think I remember somebody saying they couldn't. And then you can change the settings. The access, like I said earlier, always add at least a few other people from Reflex. Now, when we are creating an activity, what we actually want to do is we need to, most cases, we want to put a video in. So it says embed, and that is a very important thing to remember. So I'm going to go over here to YouTube. When you want to put a video on LeapLearn, you really should embed it from something like YouTube. Click here. What we really want is we want a screen where we can share the link. More importantly, that'll give us the ability. See, copy video, this isn't going to be enough. We need to actually find the video. Usually when I upload videos, I make sure I put them in a playlist so I keep things somewhat organized. So in this case, I'm going to click. So once the video is on YouTube, you can just go, and you could just right click on it, copy embed code. That's what you need. You need the embed code, not the link. So let me go back to LeapLearn. I'm going to paste the embed code, click OK. Look, it shows up. Very good. Then we want the text for the skill. There we go. Now, let's create some questions. Okay. Question title. We call it question 1. They're not very inventive. Question difficulty, question priority. I guess we could start using, I don't know if we use the difficulty for when we do things. I make pretty much everything multiple choice, but it is something to keep in mind that we have all these different types of questions here. I don't know if we want people answering with essays, but the idea is to know that there are more choices besides just multiple choice. I just find that to be the most easy. So type your question here. So we want to ask, should the child run off the block? We'll make it nice and easy. We're going to say yes or no. Now, the correct answer is no, so I'm going to click that to turn that into a check mark. That is now the correct answer. There we go. We have a question. We could rinse and repeat to create more. Obviously, we should have at least 2 or 3 questions for every single drill. Now, once all that's done, I'm going to save. I'm just going to save as a draft. Learn something every time I go into LeapLearn. That worked better than I thought it would. I thought I was going to tell everybody you had to put things in as an activity and then select them from the list. But just so everybody knows, we're going to do that too, just to be sure. So this is saved. I don't want to publish yet. Now you go over to activities. Now we have the My Activity is better, but basically when you have a lot of drill videos and your descriptions and everything else, you just come in and say, I'm just creating a placeholder just to demonstrate. Save. Now, I'm just going to, for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to put the same thing in that was there before, so that way everybody can see how things are searched. Not even going to work on making anything different. We're actually going to delete it after we prove that this works. Now I'm going to save that. I'm not going to publish. So now we have an activity there. So I'm going to cancel out of here. I'm going to go back in to the authoring instead of activities. Go back into the course. So what I'm trying to demonstrate is if you go in and you create a bunch of different activities and then you come in to create a course later, that might be the better workflow. So I'm going to come over here, I'm going to hit, but instead of trying to type one in from scratch, I'm just going to say My Activity. Yeah, My Activity is better too. There it is. So I added it, all done. If I already created questions and answers and whatnot, it'd already be there ready to go. I don't want that, so I'm actually going to delete it. Save just to be sure. Sometimes I save and I don't need to. It's just paranoia, I guess. So then we go back over to activities. And because we already made that activity and we understand how it works, I'm actually going to go in, I'm just going to delete it. So it doesn't confuse anybody else. And maybe while we're doing it, we might say, we might actually name this straight jump. Vault. And LeapLearn usually names things by what number of progressions it is. So if straight jump vault has like 5 progressions, there would be P01 through P05. I'm going to call this one P03.5. That might be where it lands and everything. I'm not sure, but it's a good enough placeholder for now. Okay, this was meant just to be a simple primer to kind of get people started and moving in the right direction. Obviously, there's a million different things. There's so many different things that can be customized with LeapLearn, or this editing software that they use is called Fabric. We can do a whole lot more, but I wanted to show the bare minimum that would get us off the ground so people don't have to sit on their hands. They can get some stuff done. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Let me know if you have any questions.